Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, we have often spoken of Illumina in this channel and therein mentioned Grail more often than not as a constraint and liability. Today, since the spin-off is over, I want to take a fresh look at Grail and look at the positives. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. For those that have not followed Illumina closely, here's a very brief background of Grail. Grail is a cancer diagnostic company which used to be a part of Illumina and has now been listed on the Nasdaq as an independent company trading under the ticker symbol GRAL. Initially spun off from Illumina in 2016 and backed by investors like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, Grail was reacquired by Illumina in 2021. And the reacquiring was not done properly. It was done before getting the approval from antitrust regulators both in US and in Europe. And therefore, Illumina ran into a lot of problems, and we have spent a lot of times in this channel lamenting over it and discussing it so much in detail. However, antitrust concerns forced Illumina to finally divest Grail, leading to the current spin-off, which happened very recently. Now, Illumina holds only a minority stake of 14.5% in Grail. Grail has developed a revolutionary blood test called Galleri that can detect multiple types of cancers early. What's really impressive is that it targets 80% of the cancers that aren't currently screened for, which are often the ones leading to cancer deaths. Grail's CEO, Bob Ragusa, mentioned that the goal is to make this technology widely available and that he wants it to be available worldwide. They're already forming commercial partnership with health systems, employers and life insurance companies to grow their reach. And at present, they have a huge market for this with millions of people at elevated risk of cancer in US, UK, European Union and Japan. The test is priced at around $949 and is currently available only in the US. They are also conducting clinical trials, including one in the UK, and plan to seek FDA approval early in 2026. Now, why are they doing this? It's basically because the approval from FDA or the UK health authorities could significantly boost the test adoption, because there are some groups like American Cancer Society who are skeptical and are asking for proof that Galleri can actually prevent cancer deaths. Grail has made significant strides. They have delivered over 180,000 tests and expanded their lab infrastructure despite challenges, including a recent antitrust dispute with regulators. It's a fascinating development in the fight against cancer with potential for a major impact on early detection and treatment. There is not enough data in the price chart to show any meaningful analysis, but the demand for proof of effectiveness is very logical. If you remember the case of Elizabeth Holmes and how the whole thing unfolded, you can understand the skepticism of some organizations who are asking for proof, and who better than the FDA, right? So once Galleri receives FDA approval, the company may find a great market and greater viability. Presently, it is getting funding from Illumina for its operations as per the agreement arrived with European Union antitrust authorities. But going forward, it will all depend on how quickly Grail can get FDA approval and convert the skeptics into believers. And the important thing is that FDA has to approve the test and it has to meet the FDA standards. So if that happens, then I see the value of Grail going up significantly. So those of you who are interested in Grail, I would suggest that you look up the FDA approval timeline and use that as a yardstick of when you want to enter the stock and when you would like to exit it, because the FDA approval will be the major catalyst, and at that time you can have a huge bump, assuming that the test clears the FDA approval. So my friends, that's all for now, and I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Please do not be hesitating when it comes to pressing the like button or the subscribe button, or maybe sending this to a friend of yours and requesting them to subscribe to the channel, because we are very close to 20,000 subscribers. Your help can push us through. Thanks and have a great day.